Namaste. Welcome to this week's 30-minute plus chair yoga class. It's designed for the local senior center for a week from Wednesday, but it's also good for anybody who's new to yoga because there's a lot of attention to little details, and it's going to feel good for anybody who enjoys yoga at any level, honestly. So let's begin. We'll start by checking our alignment, making sure our shoulders are square over our hips. See that your ankles are not tucked under, but that they're directly underneath your knees. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Let it go and breathe in again, slowly deepening each breath so that you're breathing at a nice, slow, steady pace. And once you've gotten to that comfortable pace, try adding a little pause at the top. So we breathe in and hold, and we exhale fully and hold. And repeat that pattern. These breathing exercises are called pranayama. And if you look it up, you'll even find that pranayama shows up in WebMD. It's one of the 8 limbs of yoga that we study. And WebMD takes a moment to reflect on the different benefits that you get. You have a positive cognitive benefit from it. It can help increase your lung capacity. It can help reduce stress, which you know has a lot of medical implications as far as diabetes and hypertension and heart conditions. Managing your stress helps reduce your risk in all those areas. They mention that it can help with anxiety. They mention psychosomatic disorders, which included migraines, which I thought was kind of interesting. But anyway, it's been well studied that pranayama, the breathing exercises, can impact your health in a positive way in many different aspects. So continue to breathe in and hold and exhale and hold and repeat. Just find yourself becoming centered and stable. Make sure the breathing is easy and comfortable. Okay, return to normal breathing. Open your eyes. Take your shoulders up and back and your palms out to the side. We'll breathe as we move. So we inhale and hold and exhale and hold. Breathing in, filling the lungs and hold. And exhale fully and hold. One more time. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. Hold the lungs empty. And then return to a normal breathing. We'll do some side stretches. We'll take the arms out and up. If you feel comfortable clasping your fingers like this, go ahead. If you want to try to flip so that your palms face the sky, that's a nice stretch too. It really kind of extends the arms. And then we'll take ourselves and tip over towards the left and return to center. And then over towards the right. Boy, I've got my rights and my lefts off to start. Coming back to center, as long as we do both sides, right? Tipping towards the right, your right this time, and return to center, and towards your left, and return to center. And release the arms. Roll the shoulders up and back to shake the arms out a little bit after that. We'll do some spinal twists. We can start by crossing the left ankle over the right. You can also take your knees and cross at the knees, or if you want to work on your hips, that's a nice option too. You just find out what your body needs today. I think I'll cross at the knees for this one. So you want to sit tall, have a nice straight spine here. You're going to take your right hand to your left knee, take your left hand behind you and rest it in the back of the chair, and then slowly turn towards that back left shoulder. Pinching the shoulder blades together will help open up the chest. Breathing in and breathing out. You kind of find that the belly wants to breathe a little bit more here. That's where there's room. Slowly unwind, and we'll repeat on the same opposite side. So you're going to take your right foot, cross it over at the ankle, the knee, or maybe go for that figure 4 in the legs. Take your left hand to your right knee. Take that right hand behind you. Maybe try rolling your shoulder up and back. It helps spread the collarbones a little bit. And then begin your twist. Nice tall spine, nice slow motions. Looking around so that you are able to see over your back right shoulder, or at least in that direction. If you don't go that deep, that's perfectly okay. Nice easy breathing. And slowly release. Let's repeat that. You might want to try a different ankle crossing or leg crossing variation on this side. This time I'm going to try having my left leg crossed over and then opening that hip a little. So you're going to take, once again, your right hand to your left knee, get tall to the spine. Let's roll that back shoulder up and back, so we're really opening across the collarbones and then spinning around. You can use your right hand as a place to push off, to twist, to increase your depth of your rotation. Nice easy breathing here. Maybe get a little deeper this time, or maybe not, depends on where you're at today. And then slowly unwind, uncross and recross. What's important is that we get as tall in the spine as possible. Take that left hand to the right knee. I'm going to take mine outside just so I get a little more leverage. Try again. Once roll that right shoulder up and back, opening the collarbones. You can kind of pinch your shoulder blades together. Relaxing the belly as you spin the spine around, looking over your back right shoulder. Breathing in deep, moving nice and slow. Find whatever depth works for you today. And unwind. That breeze is a little cool. I'm getting towards the end of my outside yoga chair days, I think. Oh, it's only about 60 today. Okay. So let's stand up and repeat our spinal stretches in a standing position. I like to take the feet a little wider than the hips just for some stability in the base. Make your shoulders go up and back, and then take the arms out and up. Breathing in and hold and exhale and fold. Reaching down only as far as suits you today. You're reaching toward the ground. If you want to have some stability of a firm surface, you can take your hands to your shin. Or if you can reach the ground, let them rest flat on the ground. Breathe deep and go within. Inhaling and exhaling. Then take the hands to the hips, straighten the spine, tight core, rise up. Let's do it again. Inhale out and up, breathing in and hold. Exhale and fold. Again, only going as deep as it suits you to do today, finding your support as you place your hands against your legs or the ground. Nice, slow, gentle, relaxed breathing. And then we come up, we take the hands to the hips, straighten the spine, and then come on up. One more time. Inhale, the arms come out and up. Exhale, folding down towards the earth. Nice deep breaths. Really go within. Enjoy this forward fold. Forward folds are calming. They can help provide stability. Then take the hands to the hips, straighten that spine, and come on up, tight core. Great. Let us do our sun salutations. I don't think I'm adding anything fancy to them this week. So we're going to step to one side of the chair. Doesn't matter which side. And you're going to stand facing the chair in Tadasana, which is mountain pose. So you're going to roll your shoulders up and back, be broad across the chest. Tuck your pelvis just slightly. Make sure your lower abdomens are tight, are tense. And then inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, we fold. Palms reach the chair. And then if you want to go deeper, you can fold, taking your forehead towards the seat of the chair. Come back up to a flat back. You're going to step your right foot back and then your left, and then shoot the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Nice deep breaths, opening the shoulders, letting the heart sink towards the earth, feeling a stretch in the hamstrings. And then push forward. Have your shoulders come over your wrists for plank pose. If you want to deepen the pose, step your feet back a little bit and straighten out the body. Nice long lines for plank pose, tight core, whether your feet are in close or extended. Nice deep breathing. You can do a little push up here for chaturanga, and then step your right foot forward, followed by the left. Bend your knees, arch your back so that your heart comes forward and up for baby cobra. And then round up to stand. And we're back in our Tadasana, our mountain pose. Let's do the other thing. I'm sorry, I like have no speech today. Let's do the same process, but starting with the left foot back first. So inhale up. Exhale, fold. Bending the elbows if you want to take the forehead closer to the seat of the chair. Come back up, flat back. You're going to step your left foot back this time, and then your right foot. Then shoot the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Shavasana. Push forward up onto the balls of your feet for plank pose. Once again, take it a little deeper if you want to straighten out your plank. That's an option. Nice deep breaths in your plank pose, tight core. We can do a little push up here for chaturanga. Stepping the left foot forward, followed by the right. Bending the knees, arching the back, the heart comes forward and up for cobra pose. And then we round up to stand. The shoulders come up and back, and we're back in Tadasana. The train's coming, so I'm going to pause the video here. Okay, so let's move on to our tree pose. You're going to stand with your left foot, my left foot, your right foot near the side of the chair, and take your right hand towards the back of the chair. You want to really ground down in that and stand tall, spreading across the chest. Nice tight core, and lift up the left leg. Pivot out. You want to open up the hip. You can leave your toes on the ground and your heels resting against your leg, or if you want to, you can take the pose a little bit higher. You might want to take your foot against your calf and really push your calf into your foot and your foot into your calf, or you might want to even try taking it up to the top of the thigh. Wherever you find your comfort level, again, that's where you should be today. Once you get your balance steady, you can take your left hand out and up, grow your tree branches. Maybe take the other hand up. Maybe keep it near the back of the chair just for support. Again, find your place and embrace it. Nice deep breathing, tight core, feeling wobbly is normal. Our ankle has receptors designed to help us with our balance along with our eyes and our ears. And breathe. Slowly release down. Undo the leg, and we'll do the other side. So I'm around on the right side of the chair now, and I'm going to take my left leg and really put my energy down into the earth, just like I want to grow roots. Taking my left hand to the back of the chair this time, and then once again, get light in the right foot, open up the hip, find your position, and tighten your core. Breathe easy, slowly taking out one branch, and then maybe the other. You want to have a drishti. It helps you balance. It's that gaze that's often in the distance, preferably on a point that is not moving or wobbling. And again, if you feel wobbly, tighten your core, take a deep breath. If you fall out, not a big deal. You just go back in and release. Okay, that's wonderful. If we have time, maybe we'll come back and see how our tree feels in the beginning and at the end. But for now, let's sit back in our chair and we'll do our flow sequence. It's going to be a building sequence where we add on a couple moves at a time. And I think we're going to do a little repetition in there just so we really get that body feeling of flowing. It's so nice. So sit tall in your mountain pose, seated in the chair. Inhale, the arms come out and up. Exhale, we forward fold. Nice deep breaths in our forward fold. We're going to swoop the arms forward, reach forward and up. Utkatasana chair pose. Our spine is straight. We're reaching forward and up at an angle. Our gaze can go up. Maybe take the biceps up higher, closer to the ears if you have that flexibility. And then take the arms back up. Star pose. Everything extends in all directions. Energetic. Reach in all directions. Breathe deep. Shoot your energy out of your fingers. Pretend you got little lightning bolts shooting out. And then let's bring it all back in. And then we'll add on. We're going to add on a very familiar flow, which would be our side angle and our reverse warrior. Inhale up. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, lift into chair pose, Utkatasana, also known as fierce pose, and rise up. Extend in all directions for star pose and reach really far. And then drop the arms to a T. You're going to pick up your right leg and bend the knee and step it out to the side. If you feel comfortable, you can take your left leg and even take it back further. Now we're in Warrior Two pose. Take your gaze off into the distance over your right middle finger. Breathing in and breathing out. You can check to make sure your arms aren't tipping one way or the other. You want a nice straight line up and down the torso and a nice parallel line to the earth in the arms. We're going to lean forward to make some space. Take the right forearm to the right thigh. The back arm comes up and over for a side angle pose. And we breathe here and stretch. See if you can feel that long line from your left fingertips to your left toes. And then come back, Warrior Two. Reverse Warrior by flipping the front palm up, arching it back. That right hand comes up and over. Nice graceful side stretch for Reverse Warrior. And back to Warrior Two. Bring everything in and we'll add that on to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift into chair pose. And then rise up. Extend in all directions for star pose. And then take the arms to a T. You're going to pick up your left foot, step it out wide, And then if you want, again, you can widen your stance with your right foot going back further. So your left leg is bent, your right leg is straight. Your arms are even at a T shape. Torso is up and down, not leaning forward. People like to lean forward, right? Always moving in the future. Come on back. Be in the present. And then side angle pose. The left forearm comes left thigh. The right arm comes back. Up and over. Long lines. Side angle pose. And then we return to Warrior Two. Flipping the front palm up. We can raise it up. Arch it back over. Reverse Warrior. Beautiful, graceful, but strong pose here. And then return to Warrior Two. And release. Let's let everything come back to center. And we're going to add on high lunge. And I just want to show you how the mechanics of the leg work. So when we're in Warrior Two legs, our hips are open. This left one will be pointing, right one will be pointing forward. When we go to high lunge, we're going to internally rotate this back thigh and come on to the ball of foot. Just that little simple motion, but you want to make sure you get it straight so you protect your knee. So once again, the leg's going to be open this way. You're going to drop the knee, internally rotate the thigh. And for your high lunge, your leg might be with your knee bent, or if you're comfortable having it straight, you might want to try that option too. So that's the motion. You want to try it once, and then we'll try it on the other side too. So the hips open, Warrior Two legs, internally rotate, also shifting the hips so that it's a closed hip pose for high lunge. And again, your foot might be bent, more comfortable, or it might be straight and more comfortable. Either way, let's do it. Inhale up. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, lift into chair pose. Breathe and be strong. And then rise up. Extend, star pose, all directions. Our energy just shooting out, tight core here. And then drop your arms to a T. You can lift up your right leg, bending at the knee. And then if you want to, you can either, actually some people might want to take their left leg in. Some people want to take it back. Find your path. Warrior Two pose. Let's flow this time. Let's do it twice. Side angle pose. The back arm comes up and over. Warrior Two. Flip the palm, reverse warrior. Warrior Two. Let's do it again. Side angle pose. Back arm up and over, long lines. Return to Warrior Two. Flip the front palm, arch it back. Reverse warrior, and then Warrior Two. So we're going to take that left hand, swoop it down. As we drop the knee, internally rotate the thigh and find our high lunge pose. Once we're in high lunge, we're going to reach down towards the ground for low lunge. And they're going to reach back up. Nice, strong back muscles and strong core here. And let's twist towards the back of the chair. So you're going to be looking over your back right shoulder. Nice, easy breathing in this twist. And then unwind, come back to high lunge. Release the arms, pull the legs back in, And let's add that on to the other side. And once again, we'll do that repeat flow. Inhale and exhale, fold. Breathing in, scooping up, Utkatasana. Nice strong reach here, and then rise up. Arms drop to, to all directions. We're spreading out in all directions, star pose. Inhaling and exhaling. Now our arms drop to a T. Take that left knee, bend it in. Find your warrior two legs, whatever that means to you. Take your gaze off to the distance and let's flow. Side angle pose. And return. Reverse warrior. And return. Side angle pose. And return. Reverse warrior. And back to warrior two. Let's move into high lunge from here. You're going to take your back arm, swoop it down, forward, close the hips. So the hips are now facing that bent knee. Find the position for your high lunge. It might be here. It might be here. Whatever works for you, enjoy it and stretch. High lunge turns into low lunge. We reach down towards the ground, at least in that direction. You might not come close to the ground, no big deal. And swoop the arms back up for high lunge. Let's twist towards the back of the chair. Breathing in, use the back of the chair for leverage. Release the belly so that you can have nice deep breathing. Maybe looking over that back left shoulder. Can you see your back heel? Maybe, maybe not. And unwind arms up. Let's release the pose. Come back to Tadasana. Nice deep breaths. We're going to add on gate pose and a runner's lunge. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. And rise up. Arms come out. Legs come out. Star pose. I don't know why I keep wanting to leave that out. Arms come to a T. Pick up that right leg. Bend at the knee. Position your legs and your arms for warrior two pose. Let's do that flow again. Side angle pose. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Warrior two. One more time all the way through. Side angle and reverse. And warrior two. Swooping that back arm down and up. Pivoting the hips, internally rotating that left thigh. High lunge pose. And low lunge pose. Maybe when your low lunge poses, you can get a little straighter in the back leg. Inhale up, high lunge, and twist. Nice deep breaths. And unwind. From here, we're going to take that bent knee, step it in front. Going into gate pose, our left hand comes down the left leg, arching over, nice side bend for a gate pose. And then both arms come up. Let's pick up that left leg, extend it in front of us, and fold into it for our runner's lunge. Nice hamstring stretch here. And then lift up. Bend that knee in, palms together. They come down to the heart center. Anjali Mudra. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. And hold. And exhale. And hold. And return to normal breathing. We'll do the other side, then we'll try it standing. Excuse me while I fix my stuff. I hear more noise coming down the tracks. Boy, it's a busy day. I think that's going to go by quickly though. La, la, la. Okay, that's it. Inhale up. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, swoop the arms forward and up for Utkatasana, chair pose. And then we rise up. Take the arms wide, take the legs wide, star pose, stretch energetically in all directions. And then arms come down. Bending the left leg, extending the right leg back, warrior two pose. Lean forward, side angle. And come back, warrior two. Reverse warrior, left hand comes up and over. And then we come back. Let's flow, side angle pose. And reverse warrior. And come back to warrior two. Let's move it in, high lunge pose. The arms are up, we internally rotate that back thigh, we're stretching, pushing back in that back heel, reaching up, and then folding over low lunge. and sweeping the arms up, high lunge, and then twisting. Let's look over that back left shoulder. Nice deep breaths. We're on the home stretch. And unwind, arms come up. We're gonna pick up, this left leg is externally rotating, right. We're gonna pick up that left knee, bring it in, and then take our right hand down our right thigh, and then slide over, gate pose. Nice arch here. Feels very much like warrior, reverse warrior, doesn't it? And then both arms come up. Picking up that extended leg, stretching it out front, folding down that right leg. Runner's lunge, hamstring stretch. Nice deep breaths in our pose. And then rise up. Bend that knee. Both knees are bent. The palms come together and down through the heart center. Breathing in, breathing out. Have the eyes closed and inhale. And hold. And exhale. And release. Okay. Boy, I'm getting a mess. I got sun earlier. Now I'm getting a couple of raindrops. I've gotten trains. I've gotten people. Okay. Let us do our sequence from a standing position. I think the best way to do it is to be facing, being next to the chair. So we're going to be on the left side of the chair, and we'll begin by standing about a foot away, just a little foot and a half. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, we fold. Nice deep breaths in our forward fold, and then we swoop the arms up. We sit deep. Our spine is straight. We're looking up for Utkatasana chair pose. And then we extend in all directions. Feet go wide, the hands go wide, star pose. We're going to take our arms to a T, and we're going to take our right foot and pivot it towards the chair. Maybe step the left foot back a little bit for warrior two pose. Do side angle pose. Our right hand's going to come to the seat of the chair, and we'll get that long line. And then come back up, warrior two. Flipping the front palm, arching it back, reverse warrior. And then back to warrior two. We're going to pivot to the ball of our foot, our back foot. It's facing the chair now, high lunge pose. Our hands come to the seat of the chair for low lunge pose. You feel a nice straight line from your back heel up through your shoulders. And then lift back up, high lunge. Let's take our left hand to the back of the chair, take our right hand around our back. And if we feel steady, we can deepen the twist, looking over our back shoulder. Unwind. And then pivot everything to face forward. You're going to take your weight onto your chair leg. Take your left hand down the left thigh. Take the right hand up and over for our standing version of gate pose. Let's take both arms up. Point that left toe forward and then fold toward that leg. You can place one hand on the seat of the chair for additional steadiness. And then rise up. Feet come together. Palms come together at the heart center. And boy, this is a popular spot today. And then we'll do the other side. Okay. So we're going to, once again, start about a foot to the side of the chair. Now we're on the right side of the chair. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, we fold. Nice deep fold here, nice deep breathing. Bend the knees, swoop the arms forward and up. Find your chair pose, Utkatasana, fierce pose. And then rise up. Spread everything wide, star pose. Arms come to the T. You're going to take your left foot, pivot it towards the chair. Step that right foot back a little if it suits you, warrior two. And then we're going to go side angle pose. So our left hand comes down the chair, the right hand comes back up and over. And then return, warrior two. Flipping the front palm, arching it back into the rain. And warrior two. Let's find high lunge pose. Swooping that back hand forward, down and up. High lunge. And then low lunge. Hands come to the chair. Tight core as you rise back up. High lunge. And then twist away towards the back of the chair. And then unwind. We're going to find our gate pose by pivoting everything forward, putting the weight of the body in the left leg, reaching up, taking the right hand down the right thigh, arching it over, and then come back up. You can take your hand to the back of the chair as you point your right leg forward and then fold down that leg for your runner's stretch. Find a little length in the hamstrings. Rising back up, take both feet together, palms come to the heart center, Anjali Mudra. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and release. Okay, it's raining. People keep coming up and down the street. I don't know why I didn't do it in the backyard. And my butt's wet. But we're still just going to do a couple quick core moves, and then we'll have shavasana. Hopefully you are in a drier place than me. So you want to sit in the front half to front third of your chair so that you can really get that nice core energizing feeling there. Take your shoulders, make them broad. You can have your hands in prayer position or out with cactus arms. This is a little bit harder of a workout here. You want to keep your spine straight and then slowly go back in the chair and come up. And repeat, back in the chair and come up. Let's do it a few more times. Just at your own pace. Back and up. Back and up. Nice deep breathing. And then release. Let's take our hands in prayer if they're not there already and do cross knee. Nice deep knee crosses. Match your knee to your opposite elbow. Again, twisting, using those side muscles, using your rib muscles more than your thigh muscles. Back and forth. And then come to rest. I'm going to do a brief shavasana. You're welcome to stay in shavasana much longer if it's not raining where you're sitting. Roll your shoulders up and back, lean back in the chair. Lay your arms draped down. Close your eyes and come back to the breath. Pranayama, it is centering. It brings about good feelings. It brings calm feelings. Puts us back in control of our body. It helps us manage our stress. One of the 8 limbs of yoga, just as important as the asanas, the physical movements. Breathing in and breathing out. It helps us accept our situation and feel positive about it, even if it's now chilly and rainy. That's a pranayama. Okay, breathe in one more time, nice and deep, sit up straight. Let's take one last really big breath together. Inhale, up, palms touch. Exhale, namaste. Thank you.